Good morning, beautiful people on this beautiful, beautiful planet we get to call home for such a short period of time. The only way anything can ever persist is through thought. The only way anything can ever persist is through mind. It's through ego. If that's not there, everything ceases to exist in this moment. It's not there. It only can be there in thought. So I've been out on a run today. I've had somebody try and knock me over. I've had somebody speed up, crossing the road, put foot on the accelerator and speed up to try and hit me. It's a two. I've had another waving her hands crazily, both hands off the steering wheel, waving her hands like, man, she was nowhere near me, waving her hands like mad in the air. And I'm telling you these real life examples, so you can be aware of it in your own life. The only way that can ever have any substance over you, the only way that can ever impact your life is if you allow it through thought. So as soon as that situation's happened, if I have a thought that pops in, whatever it might be, wanker, what they're doing, whatever that thought might be, then the only way that can impact me and have a negative impact on me, if I then go into thought. So if I have that initial thought that pops in out of nowhere, and then my ego, my thoughts, then engage with it, and then I'm into them thoughts, I'm into that belief system. That's not there. Doesn't matter what anyone is doing. Doesn't matter if somebody's waving their hands. Don't matter if someone gets to the car and tells you to fuck off. Doesn't matter. That is only coming from thought in their own minds. It's not coming from anywhere else. They're stuck in a belief, in thoughts that aren't real. They're just appearing out of nowhere. So when she's waving her hands in the air, or when somebody's trying to knock me over, or when somebody accelerates, they've had an initial thought, boom, pops in, and then thought after thought after thought after thought. See how it works? And it's easy. It's easy to get sucked into that. One thought, bang, you're in. If you're not aware of it, if it's not your intention to be aware of them thoughts, if it's not your intention to stop suffering, because the only way you can suffer is through thought. If it's not your intention to do that, then by all means, carry on listening to thoughts. Carry on going down them rabbit holes. Carry on trying to knock people over. Carry on waving your hands in the air. Whatever it might be, you get a choice to do that. That is only coming from thought. It's only coming from mind. It's only coming from ego. It doesn't exist. So you're reacting to something. You're putting your foot on the accelerator. You're trying to knock someone over. You're reacting from thoughts. You're reacting from your ego. You're reacting from mind. None of it is real. If you then go into your own thoughts, mind, ego about that situation that's happened, you're doing exactly the same thing. You're no different to that person trying to knock you over. You're no different to that person waving their hands in anger. You're absolutely no different. It's just that you just took another form. It's just took another route. You're in your head. You're thinking about it. You're stuck in mind. You're stuck in ego. It's exactly the same scenario. It's just a different It's just a different circumstance. It's just a different moment. If that person who was trying to knock someone over had the intention, sat in meditation and was aware that they weren't them thoughts, and then they picked up on it, picked up on that, I've had a thought, and it's not even picking up on it, it becomes just a natural process not to listen to thoughts. You sit in meditation for a period of time, it becomes a natural process. But at the beginning, you've got to be aware of it. You've got to, so you might get sucked in. That's normal to get sucked in. You might still have that reaction. You might still go to put on your foot on the accelerator. But you'll have the awareness. You have you'll have the awareness and the intention behind it not to do that. I've got into thought. My intention is not to listen to them thoughts. My intention is to breathe, be still, be calm, be peace behind it. And then there can't be any disturbance. There can't be any negativity. There can't be any judgment. There can't be any reaction. I don't know, there was houses up there. It's not there. There's no thought there. There's no reaction there. It's not going to happen. So it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. As long as they don't kill you, then you wouldn't even know, would you? Your soul's on its journey somewhere. But yeah, it doesn't even matter. It becomes irrelevant what people are doing. It doesn't matter. Because one, you know that they're just stuck in thought, which is not real. They're just appearing out of nowhere. But they've been conditioned, programmed to believe that whatever they're thinking is true. It's absolutely not true. They're just popping in. And two, you're not getting into a dialogue. You're not getting into your own thoughts. You're not getting into your own mind, your own ego. That's the only way anybody can ever, will ever, or ever has affected you. Think about it. How has anybody ever affected you in the past? Through mind, through thought, through ego. That's the only way you can suffer, guys. That's the only way you can suffer. There is no suffering without thought. It's not there. So anybody can do whatever they want, as long as you don't get caught up in thought, as long as you don't get caught up in mind, as long as it is your intention every single minute, every second of every day to let go of thought, to let go of mind, to let go of ego. There is nothing there. Very few people know this. If you're listening to this message, there's a reason for it. There's a reason why your soul wants to be awakened. It wants to be awakened to the truth. To the truth that it's not that people won't tell you the truth, it's people don't know the truth. People don't know that they're not the thoughts in the head. People live their entire lives connected here. Their entire lives connected in mind, collected in thought, connected in ego, and none of it ever has, never will be, and never can be real. They're just popping in out of nowhere. So it's not that people don't want to tell you, it's just that people don't know this. They don't know that that is the truth, that is fact. And they'll live their whole lives connected to that place, ruining every single moment of their life. Because the only thing mind generates, the only thing ego generates is negativity. It's not going to see oneness. It's not going to see love. It's not going to see connection. Doesn't see it. Doesn't see it. It won't see it. So you can pretend and you can think thoughts that you're seeing it, that you feel this. It's not going to. It's going to judge. It's going to be negative. That's all it's there to do. That's all it's designed to do. Just like your heart beats and your lungs breathe. That's just another function in your body. Just another appliance in your body. Just another thing that happens in your body. And it is meant to do that. So don't ever think them thoughts are real. They are not. If it's a negative thought, let it go. It doesn't mean anything. It's just popping in. And the only way that you can be aware of this is to sit in silence, in stillness, in meditation, in quietness, and watch how many thoughts appear, and just be aware that they're just popping in out of nowhere. And also be aware of how many of them thoughts you would have then acted upon. How many of them thoughts would you live through the next day or the next week or the next month or the next time you come into contact with that person? How many of those thoughts that aren't real are you acting upon? I can have a thought about this van coming towards me here. Thought pops in. Oh, I don't like white vans. Last time I seen a white van, somebody tried dragging me in it. Whatever it might be. That's a thought. It doesn't mean anything. It's just appeared. Just appeared out of nowhere. Past programming, past conditioning. It's just a circumstance that has happened in the past. And it's just popped in. Instantly, I don't like a white van. I don't like the man in it. I don't like the white van. I don't like the speed he's going at. I don't like anything about him. Give him a dirty look. I could stick these up at him. Where's that come from? It's come from a thought that isn't real. It's come from a thought that just pops in out of nowhere. And that happens in every single moment of everyone's life. If you're not aware of that and it's happening, you're suffering, aren't you? That's where suffering happens. There is no suffering at the end of thought. That doesn't exist. You've got to die to be reborn. I know I say these quotes all the time. It's really important. You've got to die to be reborn. Don't go commit hara-kiri. Don't go and hang yourself at the nearest tree or jump off the nearest bridge. You've got to die to your ego. What is ego? Ego is thought, mind. That is it. They're all the same thing. It doesn't exist. It does not exist. They're just appearing minute after minute, second after second of every single day. But people believe them. People believe that is who they are. Then that past conditioning, what mummy told you, what daddy told you, what your friends told you, that becomes a part of your ego, part of your thought system, part of your mind. That's what you believe is true. It absolutely isn't. It's just conditioning, it's just programming. Sit in silence. Be aware that them thoughts are happening. Be aware of how many thoughts you would have acted upon. And sit behind it. Stillness, quietness. There's nothing there. There is nothing. There is nothing there. There's just peace, there's stillness. There's nothing there. It's all made up for your mind. So the next time somebody is doing that, just think to yourself, they're just lost. It's just another lost soul. There's billions of them about. So that's just another one. It's just another lost soul stuck in mind, stuck in thought, stuck in ego. Another lost soul that might never wake up. Might never ever wake up. Think about that. You've got a chance of waking up if you listen to this video. You've got a chance of realising that you're not that. A lot of souls don't wake up. They keep repeating this process over and over again. Keep coming back to third density over and over again to try and learn the lessons. To try and learn the lesson that they're not the thought, they're not the mind, they're not the ego. To try and come back to love. But people don't. Just keep coming back. Boom, boom. On a fucking conveyor belt. Life after life after life. Incarnation after incarnation. Until they finally realise, they come to a point, that soul's journey comes to a point. So you might think that some people are more, I don't know, they're better you know, or whatever it might be. A lot of people are here and they'll keep coming back here. Maybe not to this density, but it's a density somewhere. We're not going to get into that story now, but they'll just keep popping back to third density. Until they realise that they're not that they love. It's just a fucking conveyor belt of souls. Keep coming round. Until you finally wake up. So if you're listening to this might be your opportunity to wake up. So somewhere deep inside you, that is your soul. That realises that you're not them thoughts. You never have been, you never can be, and you never will be. They don't exist, they're not there. Maybe this is your time. This is your time your soul's journey has come to its point where, I've got to drop out of here and into here. I've got to drop out of mind, of thought, of ego, and I've got to live from my heart. I've got to live from love in every moment. That doesn't mean being taken advantage of. That doesn't mean letting everyone do what they do. But you're coming from a place of love. There's a difference. You're coming from a place of an open heart, an activated heart. And that's where the true power lies in any entity. Once they realise this, if you don't realise this, you're just on that hamster wheel. You're on that hamster wheel of maybe not even starting any journey to spirituality. Maybe you're so consumed here, that's all you're going to live in this lifetime. That is just your soul's journey. Your soul just isn't ready for anything else yet. You're just consumed, ba-bam, 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 continuously. Maybe that's just what your soul is meant to do. Maybe that's just your soul's journey right now. Maybe you're at a point where you've started to wake up to the fact that, maybe I'm not that. Maybe I'm not the thoughts. But I'm still connecting in some way. So I'm going to meditations. I'm going to lots of breathwork sessions. I'm going to these retreats, spending thousands of pounds on retreats all around the world or up and down the country. I feel alright. I feel alright for a week, 2 weeks, but then I don't know, I just go back to the way I were. I go back to, I'll try this one. I'll go and try that freezing water method. I'll go and try this one instead. Fucking hell, I felt alright. Felt alright for 2 weeks this time, so that's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, okay. So I feel better for a couple of weeks, so alright, so I'll go and do that one again. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah. It's alright, yeah, no, I enjoy doing it. But I'm going to try something else. I'll go and try, I know, somebody's told me about a retreat and how you doing, brother? You alright, mate? Have a good one, brother? Somebody's told me about a retreat and cool water. Both together. And you get to stay overnight. Fucking, that'll sort me out. 100% I'm going for that. I'm going for that one. So you go and do that one. Fucking, that lasts for 3 weeks. Fucking hell, what? So what did I do? What am I doing wrong? You're stuck on that hamster wheel. So that may be your soul's journey. Your soul might be there, stuck on a hamster wheel. That might be what your soul is here to do. You might die at that stage, I mean, and then you'll come back, and then maybe the next time you come round, you start to wake up to the fact that you're not the thoughts. You're not, you know what I mean? There's something else here. There's something else at play, not just in me, but in other people. It's not about going for a run. It's not about doing this water. There's something else. And then you wake up, you realise, Eckhart Tolle, Buddha, people like this, more evolved souls. There was, what is it? It's the thoughts, it's the ego, it's the mind. None of it is real, is it? They're just appearing. Just appearing out of nowhere. Once in my life, I thought I was here for great pleasure. I thought I was here for lots of money. I thought I was here for a big house. I thought I was here for this amazing girl. Fantastic trainers, clothes, big car. This is what my soul thought it was here to do. But no, I was just here for love. I was just here to quiet my mind. I was here to realise that I never have been, never can be, and never will be the thoughts in my head. I came here to realise that I'm here to live from the heart. I'm here to live in love in every moment. And then there is nothing anyone or anything can ever happen to you to disturb that peace. It doesn't exist without thought. It's not there. It's not there. I promise you. With no thought, your disturbance ends. At the end of thought, suffering ends at the end of thought. It's not there. I promise you. That is all we're here for. So you can go on these elaborate journeys doing X, Y, and Z. You can live in your mind. That's okay. That's your soul's journey to do that. But if you're now at a point where you're thinking, this is resonating with me. I am not them thoughts, am I? I'm not my mind. I'm not my ego. All the same thing. Now is your time to do something about it. Sit quietly. Sit in stillness. Sit in peace. Sit in silence. Let the world go rushing by. Be in the world, but not of it. Let everything happen around you, but don't get disturbed. Trade every moment, every single moment. Trade for peace. I choose in this moment to trade thought, to trade mind, to trade ego for peace. There is no other alternative. And when you start to do that, if your soul is at that point where you started to waken up to the fact that you're not any of that, you never have been, never can be, and never will be, then that's where you're at. That's where your soul is at. That's your journey. But eventually, either in this lifetime or another, you'll wake up to the fact. You'll wake up to the fact that you're not the thoughts in your head. You never have been, never can be, and never will be. They just appear out of nowhere. Maybe it's your time to realise that. Maybe it's your time to get out of the madness that life has shown you. Be in the world but not of it. Return back to who you are. Return back to love. Maybe this is your time to do that. I hope everyone has a fantastic day. Namaste.